So all cities have to manage their stormwater, whether it's from a light rain or a 500-year flood. When water falls in Lafayette, it goes down into ditches and coulees and eventually makes its way to Bayou Vermilion. So in a natural system, much of this water goes back into the soil or back into the air from wetlands. But as watersheds urbanize, like Lafayette's is right now, more of that water hits hard surfaces and lawns, which means more of that water runs off. And when it runs off, it carries with it heat and nutrients and trash, and that causes a whole host of problems for our waterways. Now, thankfully, Lafayette has a vibrant community of people who are passionate about water management. And these are just a few examples. And we're really excited to work with these and other partners for our project, the Acadian Rain Gardens. So we're asking for $2,500 to institute a project that will help address some of the problems associated with an urbanized watershed, all the while bringing these different groups together for one common goal and purpose. And we have three major goals. The first is to install 2 pilot rain gardens, one in City Hall and one in Girard Park. And this is a rendering of what we hope the Girard Park site will look like when we're finished with it. Yes, thank you. So these gardens will directly benefit the areas that they're in by trapping trash and improving stormwater runoff. They'll also beautify the space. Our second major goal, at all of these sites, we're installing educational signage to educate the public on the importance of green infrastructure and water management. These signs will also point to a website that we've developed to empower citizens to install their own rain gardens. And that ties in really nicely to our third and our most important overarching goal is sustained action. So by making rain gardens feasible, by bringing these community groups together, and by empowering our citizens to create their own rain gardens, we're creating a framework for continuous action on water management. So by bringing plants, people, and place together, we're creating an effective and a long-lasting rain garden network. Now, right now, that network is pretty small. So there's 2 rain gardens on UL's campus, 1 in Vermilionville. Here are our 2 projects. But as this map fills in, our impact can only grow. So again, we're asking for $2,500 for this, mostly plants and signage, because we have lots of in-kind donations of maintenance and volunteer labor and a free website hosting, etc. So with this funding, again, we can install our 2 pilot projects by April of 2018, so next year, and we can use those to empower and educate our citizenry for sustained action on water resource management. And by working from the bottom up, over time, we will start to address the major stormwater management issues that this community faces. Thank you.